Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mr. Beard. I know we haven't heard from each other, in a bit, but what am I driving? I'm here. First of all, I want to start this video by saying that I want to talk about the dinosaur games, which is Path of Titans, The Isle, Beast of Bermuda, and every one of them. And you know what? I decided not to play any of them during this video because I don't want to be biased towards anything. So I'm just gonna show you me driving a truck while I talk about them, and you can enjoy, listening to this video. A lot of people complain nowadays about The Isle and Path of Titans and Beast of Bermuda, and whenever I go in the Isles chat, there's something to say about other dinosaur games, and when I go in Path of Titans chat, there's something to say about those games as well, like The Isle and Beast of Bermuda and whatever. And everybody's like, oh, which is the better game, which is that, or this, or this, or that, And I just want to talk about it, and I don't understand why people just like to talk about other games like they're so bad, right? Like, oh, Path of Titans copied The Isle. In what sense do they copy The Isle? If Counter-Strike is an FPS shooter and Call of Duty is an FPS shooter, what does that mean? One of them copied the other because in both games you shoot a gun? How else you're supposed to shoot a gun? Like, dinosaurs look the same no matter what. The Rex is always gonna be the Rex in no matter what game. The Triceratops is gonna be the same in no matter game. And I don't understand why do people like to split the community so much? Because in my opinion, the Isle, Path of Titans, Beast of Bermuda, and all the other dinosaur survival games and any other game that lets us play as anything, they're amazing games. They're amazing games, and I support all of them. I don't see why we shouldn't support all of them, because we get more things to play. If I'm tired of The Isle, I just go play Path of Titans, a different experience with dinosaurs where I'm still playing as a dinosaur. I get bored of Path of Titans, I go play Beast of Bermuda, and everything just goes on like that. I don't understand why people just like to go in chats and just take a piss on other games, right? Because the developers of the games are doing it for us. They're making a game they enjoy. Sure, The Isle has been in development for 8 years. In my opinion, personal opinion, let it be in development since the day I die. In that way, I can enjoy new content each year of that game and never get bored of it. If The Isle is gonna be finished in next week, I'm gonna play it for a year and then get bored of it and probably never visit it again because I learned everything about it, and that's the end. If it's gonna take like 50 years for The Isle to be finished, I'm just gonna be happy because every year I'm gonna come back to the game and try something new, and that's a plus in my opinion. I don't know how you guys think about it, but that's a plus in my opinion. While I wait for The Isle to release updates and I get bored of The Isle, I go to Path of Titans and I play there whatever dinosaur I like. I chill with people there and everything. When I get bored of these two, I go to Beast of Bermuda. If I get bored of sitting with players, I go to Saurian. If I get bored of dinosaurs, I go to other animal survival games like Animalia Survival, or the one I played recently, the Cenozoic Era, and there's even free games out there like the Roblox game Prior Extinction, and I think there's also one more, Era of Terror. Look how many games we have to pick from, and people like to complain. You give someone, what, 7 games, 6 games, how many there are, and they like to complain that, oh, this is better, that's worse. Let me give you an analogy. I don't know how many of you know how to drive or know about cars or not, but there's 3 main German brands: Audi, Mercedes, and BMW. If I were to buy, me and 2 other of my friends were to buy a brand new Mercedes, one of my friends buys a brand new Audi, and another one buys a brand new BMW. What's the difference in the cars? Sure, one's more sporty, one's more comfortable. Compare between them, there's still cars that get you from A to B. There's still cars that drive very powerful. There's still cars that make you feel very comfortable. I don't see why people come and be like, BMW is better, or The Isle's better over Path of Titans. That's such a stupid thing in my opinion. Just for the sake of complaining, people like to put down other games because, I don't know, they like The Isle more or they like Path of Titans more. Why not just stick to your game, right? If I like The Isle more, I'm not gonna go out of my way and be like, Path of Titans developers copied The Isle, they're the worst. I hate them. Absolutely not. I have very much respect for Path of Titan developers. I have very much respect for the Isle developers. I always had respect for all developers out there. Beast of Bermuda, Animalia Survival, no matter what. Because they're putting work into their game, into their passion, and they're letting us play that game. And I see a lot of this argument, oh, I spent $20 on this game, I can't even play it. These people, I swear to God, they have over 500, 1,000 hours in the Isle, and they're like, I want to play the game I bought. I want to play the game I spent money on. You already did, my friend. You have 500 hours of your life sitting in a chair playing a game. I have 1,500 hours. I'm in the same position as you. I'm not insulting you, alright? Please don't take it as an insult. We spent hours and hours of our lives on a chair playing a game that we paid $20 for. What can you buy in the world with $20? A bread, a few cigarettes, I don't know, chocolate, whatever you can buy, right? You could have spent it on that, but you decided to spend it on a game that took over 500, over 1,000 hours. I don't even care. If it took you over 50 hours playing that game, that means you got your money's worth of that game. I paid for Red Dead Redemption 2 60 euros, and I have, what, 100 hours in that game? 60 euros, 3 times more than the Isle, and I have, what, a bajillion time less time in that game over than the Isle. The Isle, I played the Isle way more than, what, 16 times more than I played the Red Dead Redemption on a game that's only $20. And I say only $20, don't get me wrong, I'm not from a country that gets paid in dollars or euros, or I don't have the luxury to say, oh, it's not, for me $20 is nothing, because for me $20 is a lot in the country I live. And I still got my money's worth of the Isle. Bought it in 2016, and I'm happy with my decision. I don't care what the developers do with the Isle from now on. I got my money's worth. For the people who buy it now, they should know what they're buying it. Like the Steam, I know the Steam page is not the same as the game is currently now, but it's not that different, right? You can still play Legacy, the thing on Steam that's advertised. You can play Evrima, which is not on Steam, but you know, one question and people will tell you that you can switch to Evrima. You can be here for the development of this game and get to experience new dinosaurs, new mechanics. Do they take a lot? Sure, I don't care, right? Path of Titans just rolls down updates like, what, every month or every few months. The Isle rolls updates every like 5-6 months or whatever. I don't mind. I really don't mind. I spent my money on that game. I got my money's worth. I don't understand people just going around being like, oh, my Mercedes better, it's more comfortable, like Audi or BMWs are not comfortable. Like, it's the same type of stupidness. It's a car that gets you to A to B. It makes you happy. Just respect other cars, respect other games, the other developers, right? I don't understand this hate between games. It's not like, because there's some really bad games out there, Day of Before or whatever that zombie game is called, that just took the money and bye-bye, adios amigos. You know what I'm saying? They just left. There's a lot of developers out there who kickstart their game. What are you doing, you Jeep? Jesus. Oh, it's red. Oh, never mind, it's green. Forgot what I was saying. That car in front of me that went inside in front of my truck just scared me, and my idea just flew out the window. Oh yeah, never mind. There's developers that just kickstart their game, get what, $100,000, and they're like, goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Then look at Day of Dragons, a game made of assets. It's got kickstarted, and people, I'm sorry for saying this, I'm really sorry for saying this, but you decided to kickstart a game without doing some research before it. Look, here's an advice from me, guys. You can take it, you can leave it, I really don't mind. Before putting your money into something, make sure you know what you're putting your money into. That's a big advice. No, it doesn't matter it's $1, doesn't matter it's $20, $100, $500, whatever. Sure, spend $1,000 on your favorite streamer. Make sure you know where you're spending your money on. Make sure what you're getting or what you're giving, okay? The people like to complain that Day of Dragons is a game made of assets after giving thousands and thousands of dollars to the game to kickstart it or whatever. You could have went ahead and just, you know, did some research, or wait a bit before you put money so you see if everything goes well, right? I didn't put money in Day of Dragons. Right now, I would, right? I would, if I had money, I would, because the devs are actually, you know, going on the right track. They're not not the best, and I don't agree with the DLCs so early into the game. I think it's a dick move from the developers. But what can I say? Whatever, it's their game, right? And again, another thing I wanted to talk about, the developers, it's their game. Sure, they're providing it for players, but it's their game. If I were to make a game, I would make it over my vision. If I'm gonna make a game, let's say multiplayer or whatever, I'm gonna have a vision how that game I want it to be played, and I have a vision on how that's gonna end up. I don't like, in my personal opinion, if me or even you put yourself in the place of a developer, you want to make a game, any game out there, I don't care, Barbie, Piggy Blind, whatever, you make a game, you sit down, you write your idea on paper. Oh, I want this game, I want you to do this in the final game. You're not gonna change your idea. Like, why would you change your idea? What, because a few players, oh, I don't agree humans should be in the aisle. Well, the developers always wanted to have humans in the aisle. It's the idea of humans is floating since the game came out. It's not like an idea that, you know, it's so weird and out of nowhere, because the aisle always had the idea of humans in mind, and the developers always had that idea in mind. Why should they be like, okay, well, we're not gonna add humans because Steve out here told us that, oh, well, I don't want humans in the game, I won't enjoy the game if there's humans, blah blah blah, right? Absolutely not. Like, if I were is this the same truck that went in front of me? Yeah, well, he deserves it then. Like, if I was the aisle developer and came up with the idea, I'm gonna work on my idea of the game. I'm gonna publish my idea on Steam, my game on Steam. If you like what I'm working on, you buy it, you play it. If you don't like the game and the idea where it's heading, you don't buy it, and that's the end. Again, that's if you wanna spend like 5 hours in a game. And because we already got our, I bet you 99% of people watching this video got their money worth of both Path of Titans and the Isle and Beast of Bermuda, and every game out there that they spent over 50 hours in a game. Nowadays, you buy a game with what, 80 euros, and you spend what, 30 hours in that game, and that's the end, goodbye. So spending more than 30 hours in a game that you paid like what, $20-30, in my opinion, that's fair, and that you already got your enjoyment. You can really replay them. Look how many dinosaurs there are to replay. Go ahead and grow every dinosaur in the Isle at least once. How many hours do you think that is? I think it's like what, 10-20 hours. There you go, you got your money's worth, and you didn't even experience anything. If you want to experience more as every dinosaur, like climbing with Herrera, going exploring with Herrera, whatever, you're gonna spend like at least 50 hours in the first week in the Isle, and that's getting your money's worth. And if you wanted to play a dinosaur survival game, you got your money's worth of Path of Titans and the Isle, because they're both dinosaur survival games. They both provide dinosaurs, they both provide encouragement, and like they both provide us with entertainment. And another thing I want to make clear is that I'm not saying don't leave feedback to the games, alright? Because feedback is always important in the game. I'm not saying don't go and be like, oh, this is bad or this is bad, all right? You can do that, okay? You can go and feedback, you can write messages in Discord and be like, listen guys, I've seen these bugs in the game. Are the developers aware of these bugs? If they are, that's good. They're gonna fix them at some point. At least they're aware of them. Early access games and games like these are always gonna be buggy and always have bugs. And a game with few bugs, it's a game that has few mechanics in it that don't really break. The more, let's say you have a building, you put a pipe in that runs water through it. What's the probability of that pipe breaking? Less than 1%. Now put 1,000 pipes of water running in that building and leave them for a month. What's the probability of that breaking? Very high, because at least one of them is gonna break, and maybe that is gonna cause another pipe to break, another pipe to break, and they have to fix everything. It's more complicated. The more complicated you want to make a game, the more you're gonna work on bugs and stuff, the more bugs will be. But us as players, at least, just if you want to, you know, help the devs, just go ahead and first ask, is this bug known? It is? Okay, good. At least they know about it. I'm gonna have patience and, you know, whatever. Because that's what I'm saying. Again, look, with the money of spending 60 euros, 70 euros on Call of Duty or whatever, you can buy, what, 3 Dinosaur games. You'd get tired of the island, the bugs the isle has? Well, go to Path of Titans, my friend. And in Path of Titans, you're gonna enjoy your time there until bugs are fixed. Yo, you get tired of Path of Titans, go on Beast of Bermuda. You get tired of Beast of Bermuda and you don't have money for another game, go on Roblox Prior Extinction. Trust me, I'm having way more fun with that game than you'd think so, because it's a great game. It looks good. I mean, sure, it's Roblox, but it provides, right? It provides the experience. It provides chilling with players, and respect to the developers, right? And everybody makes mistakes. In my opinion, whenever I don't think I ever went somewhere and be like, well, this is broken, I hate your game, goodbye, you know? It's just such a dumb idea to go, oh lord above, you like my driving, guys? Such a weird idea to go and piss on other games because you enjoy one more than the other. It is just stupid to me, you know? It's stupid. I'm never gonna condone these actions, right? Because I don't agree with them. You don't like a game, don't play it, don't put it down for other people. I'm not gonna go around and say Path of Titans is a bad game, because that's not your decision to make. Now, you can say, well, Path of Titans has that and that and that. They could do this better and this better and this better. And when what more people come with the same opinion as you, then that's what the devs are, you know, considering. Like, okay, this guy doesn't like our game, because this is also a problem like people have. You see a lot of trolls that go around, Beast of Bermuda, what's that? Nothing. A lot of trolls coming in the Owl's Discord be like, oh, well, there's that bug, the game's shit, goodbye. And of course the devs don't take this seriously. They don't know if they're trolling or there's just people shading off their game, because that's just their daily routine, right? They eat breakfast, they come on Discord, the isle is bad. See you next time tomorrow, like same time tomorrow, you know? There's people who do that, and of course devs are tired of them. I would be tired if I'm tired right now of them, because I don't understand why we can't just, you know, appreciate the game as for what it is. Sure, it has bugs, but you know, some bugs are funny, some bugs, like flying fish, right? I found that funny. Sure, it doesn't immerse me as much, but bro, it's a bug, right? The devs fixed it. It caused another problem. It's gonna fix that and that. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Patience, you know? Patience is something we need to have. And in my opinion, the Isle, Beast of Bermuda, Path of Titans is exactly the same as Mercedes, Audi, and BMW. Same cars. They provide a driving experience. You can go sporty with all 3 of them. You're comfortable in all 3 of them. If you're passionate about cars, you're not gonna mind having a brand new Audi or BMW or Mercedes, because they're brand new and they're here and they're for you. I don't care if I get the Isle, Path of Titans, Beast of Bermuda. Do I have a preference? Sure. Do I mind the others? I don't mind the others. I enjoy the others. I play Path of Titans. I'm a dinosaur. I enjoy being a dinosaur, and I thank all the developers for working on the games. Really, I think there should be more help and, you know, more love towards the communities, right? It's just common sense and respect, after all, you know? In my opinion, respect other games and other developers. You don't like them? Why you don't like them? Because you don't like, you know, the game or somebody in the game, or a dev or whatever. Well, don't speak on it, all right? Just if you're gonna hate just because you're gonna hate and you like hating, just shut up, okay? If you're gonna provide criticism, always provide criticism with respect. If it's not taken seriously, just you are free to leave, you know? Or, you know, just ignore it for the rest of your existence. Because trust me, if a person wants to make a game, they're gonna make it no matter if the entire world is against them. So just, you know, go Path of Titans, for example. Oh, I think this idea is very, very tedious and very like that or like that, you know? Developers, I come to you, I write this feedback, you know? Maybe more people feel like this, maybe less people feel like this. You're gonna read this and accept it, sure. If you're gonna read it and deny it, sure. It's your game, you know, whatever. I just came with my feedback. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stop playing your game. I'm just, you know, I think they should be done better. You know, more respectful to the developers, more respect to the player base. I don't like people going around insulting players who play the Isle or Path of Titans and blah blah blah, because after all, we're all, you know, people who sit on a chair playing a dinosaur game. Go outside in a club, tell a person you're playing a dinosaur game in a chair 12 hours a day, they're just gonna leave you. We're in the exact same boat, guys. We're all the same. We are fighting for things that are hobbies, after all. We like being dinosaurs or animals or whatever. Thank you guys for watching. It was me, Mr. Beard. I will see you in the next video, and yeah, thank you guys. Have a nice one and tell me what you think. Yeah, I just wanted to speak a little bit about this because, you know, I love all dinosaur games and I appreciate all developers, and I think they're great and they're doing a great job, and, you know, keep up the great work and enjoy what you want to enjoy, guys. Enjoy what you want to enjoy and don't break the fun for others just because you don't like something, okay? Gracias, amigos, and bye bye.